My name's Sam. I'm cleaning up another bag of litter, and I've cleaned up trash every day for the last 4.5 years. So if you're here, you're finding me new in the algorithm, welcome to the channel. What we do is we go every day and we pick up things like this little pack of menthol cigarettes that was left in this parking lot. People think that I clean up nature because of beautiful parks like the Grand Canyon, but frankly, those places are pretty well taken care of. The areas that need our help are areas like this random parking lot off of US Route 1 in South Florida. As soon as, homeless folks or whatever get a hold of them, they end up just being full of trash. And look at this. Rob Dirksen, manager of the Milwaukee Brewers, little pro card. So that actually brings me right to the subject. This was unplanned, by the way, of the cool things I've found cleaning up litter for over 4.5 years now. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's obviously a classic saying that's been going on for quite a long time. But in my case, it's actually very true. When I first started cleaning up trash, it was 2020, and I just decided to do it because there was the whole pandemic situation going on, and I lost, but I never had my office job, safe, cushy office job, and I decided, all right, I love being outside, I love nature, so why don't we get a crackin' and figure out what we can do to make a positive difference in the planet, but also get paid for it. So I started cleaning up trash every single day, just like this piece, and I was doing it in New York at that time. And one of my first times out there, it was about 3 weeks, I found a fully intact pair of RayBans, which I still actually wear to this day. They're slightly crooked, but they came in the case. They were just washed up right along the shoreline, strangely enough. And boom, there you have it. I actually have a nice, wonderful, fantastic pair of sunglasses that someone else paid $100 for, and I just am caking off them for free because I was going out there and cleaning up litter. A different time in the city of Baltimore, Maryland, I was cleaning up a very sketchy park. You can watch my video on Leakin Park because it was that day, but I found a $50 bill, which I proceeded to spend on 4 orders of noodles from the noodle shop right below where I lived at that time. I have found, this was a vintage item. This is actually probably the craziest find of all time. At a place called Nature Study Woods. You can look it up on Google Maps. It's in New Rochelle, New York. I was going off the trail and I found a little Coca-Cola can with written on the side, 1994 New York Rangers Stanley Cup champions. And this thing was completely bleached. So when you find a soda bottle or can or whatever, especially a colorful one like a Pepsi or Coca-Cola or like a Bud Light or something, you can tell what color it's supposed to be, and you can tell about how long it's been out there because the color will be bleached in a certain way. So this particular can had lost all of its color, but still not etched in, but right on the side. 1994 Stanley Cup champion New York Rangers. So that was a vintage piece of trash. I still have it in my garage back where I'm from in New York, that had literally sat there in the woods for 30 years with nobody ever finding it. Pretty insane. And what you can also find if you go out on the trails enough are old cans, and I find them a lot down here in Florida where I'm at. They have a V-shaped opening. So I actually haven't strangely found any aluminum cans that I can think of on this cleanup, but if you've ever drank a soda before, you know that when you pop the lid open, it has the little kind of circular thing, and you just pop it like this, right? But these older cans, and they stopped manufacturing these in the 60s or 70s, they have a triangle shaped opening. So a couple times I've been out on trails, more packs of cigarettes I'm cleaning up here, but out on trails in the swamp where things don't really decay because of the moisture, you have these cans that have a weird little triangle opening. It's the strangest thing you've ever seen in all your days, and that's a cool old vintage find. So again, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Those are some examples off the top of my head of strange, weird garbage that I found in the past. That's wow, someone else actually might even pay money for this. I got to get maybe an auction system set up or something. But ultimately, That's RGP, the Regrowth Project. So this will be bag of trash clean number 3,833 of my career. Every single day I get out there in either a local neighborhood like this is just real near where I live, or I'll get out there on some legitimate trails and try to actually preserve nature. Gotta move aside for this car right here. And try to actually preserve nature. That feels obviously quite good as well. Point is, litter just sticks on the ground a very long time, no matter where you're really at. And if you're the kind of person who appreciates weird, old, rare finds or just wants to keep Earth clean, you can clean in 5 minutes, about the length of this video because I'm already done cleaning, but you can clean a full bag of trash in the blink of an eye, make the Earth a better place, strengthen your community, raise the energy of the world around you. So simple. So if you appreciate it, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nature Guy Sam. That's where we're at right now. Or you can go to Instagram and look up the Regrowth Project. I am there as well. And I will be finding all sorts of strange litter from all over the place. And we're just gonna be making Earth as beautiful as we can possibly make it. And when I find weird items, maybe I'll even collect them, because one man's trash is another man's treasure, baby. Subscribe.